What's going on, guys? It's Team Acardski back with another deck profile, and we're here with Mr. Tyler.
How's it going, yo?
Tell us what you did today. Well, this weekend.
Yesterday. We got third place at House of Cards case tournament.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, cards caught shop out in Lebanon, PA. Go check them out. Shout out to Gary. Shout out to everybody there. They're actually moving to a new location.
Oh,
funny enough. So
interesting.
So this isn't an advertisement.
What were you playing?
Branded Dracotail. Same. We changed the list up a bit from Richmond and whatnot since last time I was on here. But we'll get into it.
Very nice, very nice. Any other shout outs before we begin?
Shout out to the team, obviously, Team Acardski. Thank you, everybody, for always being supportive and always, testing and whatnot. Like, thanks to everybody in the Discord. And, shout out to Unmatched Gaming, obviously, the local scene. Appreciate everybody here. And shout out to all the homies.
All right, sweet. Let's get into it.
All right. So, this is pretty standard at this point. 3 5-mana, 3 Lucius. You guys should know the ratios.
You should know what 5 minute does.
Yeah, one of each of these. I see people playing 3 Erdala now. I know there's a lot of like back row running around right now. But I just stuck with a standard. So this is just standard. The only change I made is like maybe 3 Erdala, but that's only if I'm like running into like Radiant Typhoon, Yomi Azumina, all that jazz. But
one still feels.
Other than that, like one Erdala is fine.
Okay.
For the Albez stuff, 2 Fallen, 1 OG Albez. We are playing the OG now. I feel like in the match this build you can play 3, but I feel like in this build, like just because like you're already playing so many of the Albez fusions, I feel like you have to do this because there's so many times where just fusing 2 of their guys off to make the Dogma is just so impactful, and plus you're also shuffling their follow-up back as well if you're playing against like the mirror and whatnot.
Right.
So yeah, it's just too good not to play. And plus like there's also other ways to cheat it out of deck now too, because you have the Ecclesia Synchro, you have Titaniclad as well that can summon it out during end phase if you only got to like a half board. So I think the OG Albez is definitely playing for sure. And then obviously we had the Ecclesia and the Cartesia. I was playing 3 of this for a little bit for the Exciton Knight, but now that everybody knows that Exciton Knight is out there, it's really hard for you to stick 2 level 4s to the board. So
just back to 1 and 1.
Yeah. So we're just back to 1 and 1 because they might think that you're still on Exciton Knight anyway, and they might play incorrectly. But like since I'm not playing it, like they're gonna play incorrectly. So
Gotcha.
Is what it is. Sit for the actual engine monsters, hand traps, the thing we know and love, 3 Ash. We switched it up a bit and we're playing 3 Valor now. I still don't. Oh crap! I still think this card's not great, but it does just help against like the pile decks that are running around right now, like Yomi Azumina and whatnot. And it also does hit Dracotail if they don't hit Fallen the Virtuous. So you can still just Valor the Lucius or the Arthalion. And it probably hurts. Plus, you can also Valor the Albez stuff too, so it definitely comes out. It's also a light spellcaster, so you can also like dump it off of Branded Fusion to summon Sanctifier, and then you can like Arthalion add it back. Funny enough,
for sure.
So
you're adding a hand trap.
It's really funny. Yeah, it's
you're
really
technically
funny.
Searching it.
We're technically searching it. Yeah, it's really funny. 3 Fua, because it's Fua and you just gotta play it. 3 Nib. This card actually came in clutch a lot yesterday. Again, this is for like the pile decks, just because like Nib alone isn't great, but Nib paired with like any of these other hand traps is insane. Especially like Fua, because like if you Fua them, they're like, if they don't have Ash, they're already committed to like making a half board, and some of them can't do a half board within 5 summons. So like Nib just cuts.
Just punishment.
Yeah, and then the last hand trap is 1 mag.
Back in.
Yeah, so with all the Yummy running around right now, like this card's really good. It also just hits like White Forests, funny enough too, and also hits like the Azumina stuff as well.
Also searches your engine.
Yes. So if you don't have because you can search like Malulu, Urgla, Pan. You're usually searching Fallen Away Dragon most of the time, because there's no other Bestials, so you can't search like another interruption. But like you're searching, you're interrupting one of their cards, and you're searching Engine in the end phase before you even start your turn. So this just feels too good not to play.
Nice.
So yeah, so that's it for the hand traps and the monsters. Spells, 3 really good Yu-Gi-Oh cards, another really good Yu-Gi-Oh card, just gotta play them. 2 and then 2 more really good Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yeah, we're playing all the really good fusion Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
That's 5 copies of Branded Fusion.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. 2 Fallen the Virtuous. I was playing 3. I went back to 2. This card's okay. I know everyone thinks this card's like insane right now, but I think this card's like, people know how to play against it, and there's also so much stuff right now that just like protects from destruction, so, or stuff that can't be targeted. So I don't think this card's like as good right now. I mean, the card's obviously still broken.
Yeah.
Because like you can use the effect of Reborn too. So like if you have Ecclesia, you can Reborn Lucius and get follow up or get interruption. So
Not to mention you have multiple ways to search it.
Yeah. So like you definitely play like one to 2 of this for sure. I don't think you need to play 3. Just because like sometimes you just open a bunch of hand traps and like Fallen and like no way to actually play, and so you have to just like pray your opponent doesn't. You have to pray your hand traps and like Fallens enough to like slow them down. And then you also have to pray. You also have to get it started. So yeah, it's still a good card, but I definitely like I wouldn't play more of it for sure. 3 Droplet. This card's just insane. Just have to play this card. Only thing this card sets against is Shifter and like D-Fisher technically, depending on like what board they have.
Card can end games.
Yeah, but I mean like this is already good at breaking boards, so like you just have to play this.
For sure.
It's really good. And then 1 Call By. Just because it's Called By. It's a 42 card list. I could have made it 41 by cutting this, but you need to be able to have an out for Shifter in the main deck.
For sure.
Yeah, and then the weirdest part about this deck is probably only 2 traps in the main deck.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Horn's objectively the worst one. Horn's in the side deck, spoiler. But these 2 are usually the ones that you want to be setting most of the time. Horn's usually the last one because Horn's the worst one.
Flame for sure.
Yeah. Flame's the most important one for sure, and then Sting's like runner up. So yeah, like it didn't really feel bad at all yesterday. I didn't really miss Horn at all yesterday in the main deck, to be honest. I mean, like if I'm going first games 2 or 3, I'm definitely just citing Horn in just to make my going first better.
Right, you get more draws off the traps too.
Yeah, because the deck's already really good going first. So basically the side deck's just mainly just like going second cards for the most part. But yeah, the 2 traps are fine.
Gotcha.
I may keep it the same way for Maryland. I don't know yet. But I have the rest of the week to figure it out.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so 42 card main deck. So on to the extra deck. 2 Arthalion.
We cut down on the Arthalion.
So mulling over it, the third Arthalion never really came up in practice because like usually most of the time you're ending the game before a third Arthalion comes up, and if you're in a grind, you already have multiple ways to get Arthalion back in extra deck because you have Secretarion, you have the Ecclesia Synchro, you have multiple ways to get it back, so you don't really need the third Arthalion. Because like it's gonna reborn and then it'll banish itself and then you can Ecclesia bring it back. So yeah, you don't really need to play more than 2, I think.
Gotcha.
And then the 1 Dudamel, and then we're still playing the Shawless. Shawless is also one of the ways that you can shuffle Arthalion back as well. If you go into a grind, because you only really play this if you're going into a grind or if you want to out someone problematic. There's no really other real reason to make this card ever.
Right.
Unless you just need to make a name. And you're not locked under the Albaz restriction to only summon 8s, because then you can't summon these 2 in general. So, but I mean, everyone should already know that by now.
For sure.
We're still playing the Star Source, just an out to Dimensional Fissure and just like other problematic cards. So you still have to play
breaking
it.
boards.
Yeah, Lebellion. I almost want to cut this card to make room for Rinbrum. But sometimes you do just want to Branded Fusion, dump Malulu, Albaz to start your plays, just to be able to you can negate like a Fenrir before it gets the chance to use the effect. You can just negate something problematic, and then you also get to fusion summon as well. It's just like sometimes you just don't want to discard, and
Right, that feels really bad sometimes.
yeah, I guess like for Shifter, this card's a lot better because like your stuff's getting banished anyway, so
it can shuffle back.
Yeah, and you can shuffle back from banish. So yeah, and it's. I really want to cut this card, but like Shifter alone and like Dimensional Fisher really just makes me want to play this card. And then Mirror Jade, obviously you're playing OG Albus, so you have to play this card because just fusing with their stuff to make Mirror Jade
Nice boss monster.
and non-target banish is just so great. Titanic Clad, Light Answer Out, and then also gets you to OG Albez and Fallen of White for follow-up, so it's also just really good because it can be an interruption or follow-up.
For sure.
Albion. If I do cut the Rebellion fusion, it would be for a second Albion. Just because that
Cannon fodder for Fallen.
Yeah, well, because you can dump one with Fallen, and then you can organically make the second one to be able to fusion summon. So yeah, I feel like second Albion is probably the wave if I do end up cutting the Rebellion fusion for anything. Sanctifier, this card's just insane. This card almost sold my RB matchup yesterday, just because being able to like fuse away their link monsters before they get the chance to use their effects is insane. And also just gets you follow up as well, because if you have the Fritzl Luteus technique in Grave, you can like Reborn Fritzl, summon back Luteus, bounce back, search interruption or follow up. So yeah, it's just really good.
Very nice.
Yeah, the Avalantis still have to play this for the Secretariat now for the mirror match,
Right.
And then also just for like the pure branded deck and rocket deck, all that stuff.
Plus, it's another way to search Branded Fusion.
Yeah. If you're like down bad for like fusion spells, like also just fall and send this red brand fusion. It's fine. And then Dragon of the Devours the Dogma. This card's insane. Just being able to, like, I usually never summon this card, but like, I summoned it like 3 times yesterday, and every time I summon it's just like been game because it just 3,500 if you have Ecclesia on field and grave, unaffected by the card's effects. Just
Good luck.
yeah, basically, yeah, good luck. I'm also shuffling your cards from grave back to or banishment. So yeah, no, it's just great. And then obviously, if this is sent, it's searching Fallen the Virtuous in the end phase. So another way to search Fallen the Virtuous. And then Secretarion, yeah, just the FTK against the mirror if they don't have a way to out it. But I mean, let's be real. Like this card's probably never sticking to the board because there's so many ways to out this card now. Because there's like Droplet, there's both versions of Albaz, Fallen the Virtuous. Like yeah, there's so many ways to out this card now. But if it sticks to the board, like you're probably cooking. Mm-hmm. So except for the fusions, Ecclesia Synchro shouldn't really have to go into this. This card's insane.
Yep.
Just like even if you get Fluid and you like make this, this isn't the end of the world because like this does get the effects on the opponent's turn to tag out to summon. So it's just this card's insane. Great Effect is also just really good. And then we're still playing SP, just because it's SP.
SP's SP?
SP is SP. All right, and then side deck.
The goo.
The goo. We got 3 Paratons. So this card's for going second into like Dimensional Fissure and just like other problematic stuff. Like basically this is just to outlet big bodies essentially, and also just outlet problematic back row and whatnot. Like if you're against Dracotail, you can like special this, and then you can force the flame right there. Or force like one of their back row if they don't have like Dragon's Mind set, but you're also forcing Dragon's Mind as well. Sure. So because you're gonna know majority of their sets are majority of the time, except for like the stuff they set from their hand, obviously, because you know where all the traps are. Mm-hmm. So like you can always just use this to like pop flame, and then you can like have your spells can resolve. So it's really good.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then for going first, we have Fenrir. Yeah, so this for doing second, this for doing first. Fenrir is also just really good, being able to just like special itself for free, get a search another monster to use for your Dracotail fusions. It's just really good.
And also get rid of that pesky Retaliating Sea.
Yeah. There's also out Retaliating Sea as well. So yeah, because if they do Retaliating on Ketu, you actually just don't care. Because you already have Fenrir on the board, and then you're just gonna banish it, and then whatever you search off of Retaliating, you can just like continue your plays through that. Because yeah, Ketsu gets banished, but like, who cares? You're gonna shuffle back with a trap anyway, so it's like who really cares? 3 Perulia. We're playing this in the side deck now. It makes the VS Canine matchup a little bit more scary, but that's also why we have Valor and Nib in here as well, just to be able to counter that matchup even better. And then, spoiler, there's also Droll in here too. So like these 5 cards are going against VS Canine for sure. Just because the VS Canine match is kind of weird, especially if they see Shifter, but I mean it's a 1-0, so it's kind of like, what are you gonna do?
Right.
But yeah, so and now Droll also hurts the Yummy Azamina deck a lot too. Just because if they start with Deception, search Hollow Azamina, because they're gonna want it in Droll phase always to search Witch. But if they have Deception to grab Hollow and you Droll them right there, they can't get to the Dragoon stuff with the Dark Magician. So it's also just really good keeping them off Dragoon.
Pretty strong.
Yeah. So that's it for the monsters. Double Lightning Storm and Harpies. We moved off of Double Cyclone, just because we already have enough ways to deal with the mirror match, like in general. So like this is mainly just for like Radiant Typhoon, and like yeah, they can chain the mandate to negate it, but you also have Droplet as well. So like these pair with Droplet is just like FTK against Radiant Typhoon. I mean you have to see him obviously, but I mean you're also baiting the mandate as well. So as long as they don't have Dimensional Fissure alongside the mandate, like you're usually fine. Because you can usually like pick apart that board pretty easily.
Plus, it's just really good back row removal.
Yeah.
Like generic back row removal.
Yeah. Because a lot of that. Yeah. Because also against Dracotail, like this is the same thing. Like if you have Lightning Storm plus like Ash, it's also just FTK because you're just nuking their whole back row right there. I mean the only punish is Dragon's Mind, but I mean it's Solemn Judgment, so if they see it, they see it.
Yep.
Yeah, and the last card is Horn, which I alluded to earlier. Like I said, this is the worst. This is the worst trap.
Yeah.
But you definitely just side in going first, like post side, obviously, because you just want to make your going first a lot better. So usually the side deck, you're usually putting these 4 cards in going first, and then usually everything else except for like maybe Droll. If you know Droll cuts the matchup, you're usually putting those cards in for going second.
For sure.
But yeah, so that changed a lot from when I was on here last time. But yeah, deck felt pretty good. Don't really have any complaints about it. I mean, yeah, it played pretty good.
Very nice. Yeah. Very nice. Well, thank you so much for the deck profile,
Yeah,
sir.
Of course, yeah. All right.
Team Acardski out.
Then sign out.